So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I will explain about first our introduction, which is for definition of VLSM, subnet and IPv. Firstly, what is VLSM? VLSM is the variable length subnet mask and the technique that allows network administrators to divide an IP address to subnet of different sizes. Next, subnet. Subnet masks are used by a computer to determine if any computer is on the same network or on the different network. So lastly is the IPv. IPv is the Internet Protocol version, that connection free protocol that is an integral part of the Internet Protocol suite.
Alright, so my name is Muhammad Rashid Abdul Rashid. So today I would like to discuss about the problem statement and the question that has been given to us. Alright, so this is the question that we got from the assignment. So from the assignment, we are required to design the IPv4 and IPv6 network addressing for this network topology. Right, so the solution must include the VLCM technique for finding the IPv4 network addressing for each of the subnet. So first thing first, as we can see from the question, there are no company's IP address. So that's thing we have to assign one IP address for this network. Alright, so the second thing, to configure the subnet address for each of the subnet, we have to determine the number of hosts for each subnet. So that thing we have to settle it before we settle the subnet address. So we have to know first the total number of hosts connected in each of the subnet. Okay, the third number is to find the network and broadcast address for each of the subnet. Okay, in order to ensure the line can be used and can apply in the network topology. Alright, so that's all for the question. Next, we continue to the answer.
The main address that has been chosen by us is 192.168.17.0. So, why we choose 192.198.17.0? Because 192, which is this part, this number is represent the ICANN IP address. So what is ICANN? ICANN is the core division in the university responsible for networking for industry, community, alumni and government. So next, for 168, this number is represent the Cisco IP address. Cisco IP address is Cisco is the system incorporated and is an American multinational technology conglomerate headquarters in San Jose, California. Cisco develops, manufactures, and sells networking hardware, software, telecommunication equipment, and others. So the next one is this one 17 is our number that represent our company IP address. It depends on the company which the number that the company want to use to become their IP address. For our company, we choose 17. So for the last one, for the zero is the number that represent the host or the end device for IP address. This number can be determined by doing the table method.
Okay, this is the network topology. What is in the network topology? The network topology included routers, switches, and end devices such as smartphone, tablet, and wireless laptop. As you can see in the diagram, I will only explain about the red one, the blue, yellow, and green one because the green one is has been written by type of protocol. So you can see for the first one, the router are connected to the server which is at the home office server network. At the home office server network is assigned by IPv4 address which is 192.168.17.0. Okay, from the server at the red one, we connected it to 95 hosts, such as 50 PCs and 45 smartphones. So for the second one is blue one. The blue one is, you can see the router connected to the switches, and the switch are connected to PCA, PCB, which is the end devices, and it also connected to the network printer. The network printer can connect to many more end devices, such as smartphones or laptop or tablet. So the blue one, we can send the IP address by the IPv4 address, which is 192.168.17.192. Okay, the blue one have 29 hosts, which is PCA, PCB, and 27 more hosts, such as 70 PCs and 10 smartphones. Okay, for the third one is the yellow one. You can see from the router connected to the switch, and the switches connected to entertainment server, IP phone, and smart TV. Okay, what is smart TV? You can see at the right side, the smart TV. A smart TV uses your home network to provide streaming video and services on your TV. And the smart TV use wired Ethernet and built-in Wi-Fi to stay connected. As we read the explanation about the smart TV, we can conclude that the smart TV also can connect to more end device. So, firstly, the smart TV are connected to 10 more smartphone and 2 laptops. Next is the IP phone. The IP phone, what is IP phone? IP phone uses voice over IP technology for placing and transmitting telephones call over an IP network, such as the Ethernet. This is in contrast to a standard phone, which uses the traditional public switches telephone network, the SDN. Okay, as we can see, the IP phone can connect many phones by an IP address. Okay, so the IP phone are connected to 20 more phones. Next is the entertainment server. What is entertainment server? You can see at the upper side of this slide, which is entertainment server. The system are optimized for entertainment file sharing, allowing libraries to be accessed across multiple servers from multiple rooms. Okay, we can simply see the entertainment servers such as Netflix or Steam that have multiple servers in multiple rooms. Okay, from the entertainment server, they are connected to 5 PCs and 10 smartphones, which is all can be used to use the entertainment such as games and movies. So, next we go to the green one. The green one have 3 hosts, which is we can see the smartphone, tablet, and wireless laptop. For the green one, we will use the IPv6 address, because the IPv6 address also have their own advantages, such as you can see at the right upper side, which is no more network address translation, auto configuration, no more private address collision, better multicast routing, simple folder format, simplified more official routing, low quality of service, also called as low labeling, built-in authentication, and privacy support. Okay, you can see that IPv6 are more acceptable in our use, but most of our routers, switches, and devices are not used IPv6 yet. Okay. For the green one, we assign the IPv6 address such as 2001.38.17.e0/64. And you can see at the topology there are the red lines, which is there is one. What is one? One is wide area network. We can conclude that the telecommunication network that extends over a large geographic area for the primary purpose of computer networking. While area networks are often established with telecommunication circuits. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shahir bin Muhammad Rizwanli. I'm going to present about VLSM for IPv4. So, see the lesson. Okay, as you can see here, this question shows about network topology. So, this network topology consists of 5 networks. So, we need to configure the number of hosts for every network. So, the pink one consists of 95 hosts, the blue one consists of 29 hosts, the green consists of 3 hosts, the yellow consists of 42 hosts, and the one connection consists of 2 hosts. So next, we need to do some calculation for every host to complete the VSM table. So as you can see here, this 95 hosts, we need to take the higher number from 95. So we take 128 because 95 is below than 128 and bigger than 64. So we take 2 power 7 equals to 128. The host bit will be the power, so 7, and the net bit will be the rest bit lah, because the total bit is 8, so the net bit will be 1. So for the 42 hosts, 42 is bigger than 32 and below than 64. That's why I take the 2 power 6 equals to 64. So the host bit will be 6 and the net bit will be 2. So the rest step is same, but the difference here is at the 3 hosts, because this is the special case. We need to take the 2 extra space for the host, because if the 3 hosts here is not bigger than 4 but below than 8. So if we take 4, there's only 1 extra space for the host, but the rules here we need to take 2 extra space. That's why I take the 2 power of 3 equals to 8, and the host bit will be 3 and the net bit will be 5. And for the table here, the full table is 256 hosts, because this is the class C. So if we divide 2, will be 128 here and 128 here. So if we divide 64, will be 64 here, and 64 divided by 2 will be 32 for the 29 hosts, and 32 divided by 2 equals to 16, but we need the 8. So 16 divided by 2 will be 8. This is 8 and this is 8. So 8 divided by 2 will be 4. So for the 2 hosts here, so we already complete the table. Next, okay, we need to configure the network IP address for every host. So how to find the network IP address for every host? So the main IP address is 192.168.17.0/24. But if you want to configure for the host, we need to look at the starting number of in the VSM table. So for the 95 hosts, the starting number is 0. So the last part is we need to put 0. But why 25? 25 is due to the net bit. So 95 hosts have 1 net bit, so 24 plus 1 will be /25. So for the 42 hosts, the starting number is 128, so the net bit is 2. That's why this is 128, and 24 plus 2 will be 26. So for the 29 hosts, the starting number is 192 and the net bit is 3. That's why 192/27. For the 3 hosts, the starting number is 224 and the net bit is 5. So that's why the last is 224/29. Okay, next for two hosts, the starting number is 232 and the net bit is 6. That's why the IP address is 192.168.17.232/30. 24 plus 6 is 30. Okay, I think that's all for me for the VLSM for IPv4. Thank you.
Alright, next, so we are discussing about the network address and subnet mask for each of the subnet. Alright, this is one of the subnet address that will be configured, okay, in the subnet 1. So how we gonna find the subnet mask is by looking at the type of the class. So this is the class C type, so the original subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. okay, so the new or the custom subnet mask has a bit different at the back. Okay, how we got that number is by looking at the subnet bit and the host bit. Okay, for this example, so the subnet bit is 1 and the host bit, which is 0, is 7. So we get this binary number. So when we get the binary number, we convert it into the decimal and then we get the 128 value. Okay, that's how we get it. So the number of subnet created is 2 and the host per subnet being created is 128. So the number of usable host address is 126 after minus the network address and broadcast address. Okay, for this subnet, the network address is 192.168.17.0, which is the first subnet address in this subnet. Okay, broadcast address is the last subnet address. Alright, this is the second example in the subnet 2. So same type, which is class C. So the original subnet mask is shown in the slide. So for the new or the custom subnet, as usual, the number at the back is a bit different. How we got that? Just by looking at the number of subnet bit and the host bit. So for this example, the subnet bit number is 2, which is 1:2, and the host bit is 6, so the 0 is 6. So we get this binary number, and when we converted it into the binary into the decimal, we get the value of 192. Alright, so the number of subnet being created is 4, the number of hosts per subnet being created is 64, and the usable host address is 62 after minus the network address and broadcast address. So for this subnet, the network address is 192.168.17.128, which is the first subnet address in this subnet. Alright, so this is the third example for subnet 3. So the original subnet as shown in the slide. So the new or the custom subnet mask, how we gonna find the number at the back is just looking at the number of subnet bit and the host per the number of host bit. So for this example, the number of subnet bits is 3, so 3, and the number of host bit is 5, so the 0 is 5. So when we converted it into the decimal, we get the value of 224. Alright, so the number of hosts per subnet being created is 32, and the usable host address for this subnet is 30. Alright, so the network address for this subnet is 192.168.17.192. Alright, so this is the last one for this address. How we gonna find the subnet mask is by looking at the class. Okay, so this is the class C type, so the original subnet mask is like shown in the slide. So for the new one, how we're gonna find that is by looking at the number of subnet bit is 6, which means the number of 1 is 6 in the bit, and the host bit is 2, which means the 0 number is 2. So when we convert this binary number into decimal, we can get the value of 252. So that's how we got it. So the number of subnet created is 64. The number of hosts per subnet created is 4, but the only for the usable host address is only 2. Alright, so the network address for this subnet is 192.168.17.232, which is the first address in the subnet, and the broadcast address is the last one, 235. So in this subnet, it is only 2 subnet address, okay, available, which are 233 and 234. Right, that's all from me. Thank you.